This is brand new. 2 days. 2 days. I'm really excited about this. I've been reading from piles of paper, and people kept saying, so do you have your poems published? And I said, well, no. So I did it. Organized, that's right. Well, I put it on the list, and then I did it. So, yeah. All right. This is a poem. This is interesting because it's connected with that. There's one word that I very rarely use, but it appeared in this poem that I wrote in December of whatever it would have been, 99, because I wrote the song Not Forgotten in December of 2000. So it's just a year earlier. The word rapture came in here. This is a poem that I wrote in 2 parts, thinking it was 2 completely separate poems. When I wrote the Precipice poems, which were really the first thing that I had written, that was the fall of 1996. And I wrote them a month apart, but the second one started right where the first one left off. You know, a month later it was like, you know, the dictation comes and it's like, oh, I wondered what was it. You were going to keep me hanging there any longer. It was going to get painful. But finally, you know, resolution came to that. But this one, on the other hand, I wrote just 2 days apart, one on Christmas Eve and the other Christmas night. And I thought they were 2 completely separate poems until a few days later I looked at them and I thought, it's just 2 halves of the same coin. You know, it's the same thing. So I grouped them together, and they're called Holiday. Part 1, Appliances and Other Distractions. Sometimes the panic of the emptiness roars so loud in my ears, I could turn on the radio, the TV, the vacuum cleaner, the blender, and the Cuisinart, sit at my computer screen and play banjo, and it would still not drown it out. I know the answer. It perches on my shoulder and laughs at me as I plunge into yet another diversion. Part 2. Grace comes when least expected. The shallow pond above the old dam is quite frozen over, but the ice is not flat. The path of the icy water shows clearly in swirls and humps and dips. Even where the water falls most steeply, ice inches its way in from the edges. And where the trunk that fell who knows how long ago lies wedged between the banks, it is sheathed in ice. And ice hangs in a sheet from it, down to meet the rushing water still open at the center of the stream. I have given myself the gift of a holy day today. The forest is unmistakably holy in this moment, as I stand in awe amidst its silence and slanty sunned majesty. It occurs to me that the forest is unwaveringly holy, and it is only I who walks blinded by the filters of my day-to-day semi-consciousness, that I do not duly note the constant, abundant wonder that is ever before my eyes. But today my eyes are open, and my mind is still, and my heart floods so full that I wonder that it can hold such abundance of gratitude and joy. I remember suddenly that this is the very day I dreaded, the first Christmas ever in my life that I would spend alone. There are days when I cannot meet my own eyes in the mirror. Today, I have cast aside my dread, walked straight away into my fear, and wrapped my loving arms around it. Now I stand, swaying almost imperceptibly, roots thrust deep into the earth, as my reward is showered down upon me. Rapture in full and glorious measure.